All right. Something wild tangent.
Tim's mom's painting,
Anybody?
by the way.
I think maybe we talked about this before. Anybody seen a ghost?
No.
Yes.
You've seen a ghost.
What I would believe to be a ghost.
Oh shit!
So I was doing air quality assessments on some of the First Nations schools up in northern Alberta.
Yeah.
A couple of them are in pretty rough shape. Like you wouldn't see that in like Riverbend school. If it ever got to that condition, the government would step in and actually do something.
Right.
So we were doing. I think it was an asbestos abatement. And I was talking to the client, and I swore I saw somebody come out of the containment with a hazmat suit. And this was like 6 at night. They were doing like double shifts, like day and night shift. So I ran down there. Nice. So I ran down the hallway to see, because I swear I saw something white out of the corner of my eye come out of the containment, and that's my job to like go scream at them and like don't contaminate the school.
Right.
Get back in the containment. So I went down there and there's no containment entrance there. Where I saw this thing, and I came back to the client and I said, I swear I just saw something. It must have been a long week or whatever. He's like, he looks at me like very seriously. He's like, no, you probably saw the elder.
Holy shit! Oh,
like that's like a thing at that school or whatever.
Whoa!
And like he didn't think I was crazy. I'm like, this dude's gonna like send me home. Like, yeah, you're employees
you
on
go get
drugs,
a
like,
psychological assessment before you can return to work.
Yeah, and that was because like it gave me goosebumps when he said that.
Yeah, I bet. Fuck yeah! Wow, crazy.
And I wasn't like 7 Coors Light deep. Or anything. I was at work. So
I was at work. It was only 5.
yeah, that was up at Gift Lake School.
Crazy. Oh, wow. I've never believed in like really like ghosts and shit like that before. I mean, like I kind of want to, but I can't really. But there was this one time in Japan. Japan's a lot longer history country than ours, I suppose, right?
Is this a lead up to a joke? I can tell.
No, this is not a
dad. This is some kind of dad joke.
I promise you, this is not a dad joke. This is the closest thing I have to a ghost story. So there's a lot of old temples, and there's a lot of places. There was a big feudal era in Japan where basically all samurais are just fucking killing each other, right, for like a long time. So there's been some pretty violent deaths and whatnot, and I don't believe in like ghosts so much to say, right? I mean, I'm open to anything being possible, but
you're open to banging a ghost.
if she's hot, maybe like
if he's hot, yeah.
Here we go. So
sorry.
So it's okay. We go up to this place outside of Tokyo, and it's a bit of a like kind of a historical town or whatever, right? It's called Kawagoe, I think. Anyway. Doesn't matter. So we go up to this place. It's got all these old, like historic, like old looking temples and shit, right? This one temple, it just looks kind of creepy, like it should be in a Japanese horror movie. Sure. Like the plants around it are all kind of like withered and bent looking, and the statues are like creepier than usual at a temple. So I was like, we gotta go check that out. It's metal as fuck, right? So I had a girlfriend at the time. We went in there and we walked. When you go into a temple, there's a gate that you walk through that is kind of like, it's a divine gate. When you go in, you say, I'm entering, like I respect you. Let me enter, right? Yeah, exactly.
We do, boys.
So we go through this gate, and it was weird. As soon as we walked through the gate, I felt like a weight. I don't know how to explain it, but all of a sudden I felt like the air was heavier.
Like a ball and chain. Like your...
Oh, it was my girlfriend. No, I felt like a weight, like the air got heavier. And as we walked in, obviously, like, it could have been a cloud over the moon or something, but I felt like the night got darker. And the closer we got to this temple, the more I felt like something was heavy on my body. And I looked at my girlfriend and I says, do you feel weird? And she's like, yeah, we probably, I feel like we shouldn't be here right now. And I'm like, I feel like that too. And I was like, should we get the fuck out of here? And she's like, yeah, let's go. And then, so we walked out of there because it just felt uncomfortable. I don't know how else to say it, but like it was heavy and uncomfortable. And we walked out of there, and as we got closer to the gate and as we got closer to the exit to this temple, that weight, like at the same speed, like kind of lifted. And as we got out, I felt safe. I felt okay. I felt weird. I didn't feel weird anymore. And she explained the exact same experience.
Yeah.
As the closest I've ever been to like believing in like the paranormal.
I felt similar sort of things where like, actually in India, in one of the temples that we got a tour of, there was like, I don't know, a couple of rooms that just they were. I don't know how to describe it other than it just felt weird. And
Yeah.
like walking past, it's like you feel dreary and dark, and then you walk
Yeah.
like 3 feet past, and you're like, oh, fine again. So felt it there, and then I felt it at a house that I grew up in. Like we were convinced that there was something going on there because like shit would just get knocked over all the time.
Poltergeist?
Bro, maybe I don't know, but there was one night I distinctly remember waking up and it felt like there was like a weight, like
On
a
your
physical,
chest.
like 20-pound weight or something on my chest.
Hot
Like,
babe sitting on your face.
enough to wake me up. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then I didn't see anything. I'm like, hey, whatever. It was. I don't know. I don't really believe in ghosts. But
Me
it was
neither,
like
but
I
I've
can't
heard
explain it. It just I
It's
don't.
weird.
I've heard it explained that way before
Yeah.
too, like a weight on your shoulders
It was
or on your
really
back or
weird,
something.
yeah.
Like yeah.
When I started
Super weird.
the order back in like I don't know 2004, we jammed on a farmhouse in Stony Plain,
Hmm.
and there was one night where we all heard this like scream come out of the PA,
What?
and we were like, "Oh damn, Corey, a singer before Amanda, or like a couple singers before Amanda was named Corey, and he had like a pretty awesome scream to begin with." And then I heard this scream, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" And we all like were like, "Corey, that was such a sick scream." And he was like sitting on the stairs, like just having a beer. Like the microphone wasn't in his hand, and it was like not even turned on the PA.
Just some sick feedback.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where it came
Who
from,
knows?
but it was pretty. Like everyone
Came
got the hell out of
from
the basement.
fucking
Wow, that's trippy, man.
69th dimension, bro.
Like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
photo we took out there had orbs. It didn't matter what time. Like,
Yeah.
it was a bit wild. Yeah.
That's wacky.
Or-
Yeah, anything's
yeah,
fucking
that's a thing.
possible, man. Anything's possible.
Like you see him with like photography all
Like a
the time.
lens flare?
Yeah.
Not really. It's
Aliens.
I don't know. It
Aliens.
looks like basically the best way I can describe it is like a fleck of dust that's like really big and circular, just like randomly.
Oh, you got a fleck of dust on your.
It's like on your lens.
So this was like
More or
every
less,
photo
but-
with like
yeah.
every camera. out there.
It's weird. Like it's not clearly. I don't know.
Was it
I'm not an
dusty
expert, but
road?
I don't think it's dust.
This reminds me of a thing I saw on TV a long time ago, and it was called Rods, and it was
Rods from
it
God?
was like a conspiracy
God's
type.
rods.
I have no. It was like on the Space Channel or something like that. It was like it was
Space
like
Channel
an
World.
early Ancient Aliens type thing where they're
Sure,
talking
yeah.
about rods. But basically, what
kind of rod?
rods were was
I got a rod. Let me tell ya.
I'm pretty sure what it was when people filmed at night
Hmm.
and a bug flew past,
Sure.
it would look like a rod with
Right.
like wings on it.
Right.
And so this was like, I don't know if this was just like a joke, and it was like, I don't know, like just supposed to be funny, but they were like, rods, like what are they? It's just like bugs
Yeah,
going through the
with
fucking-
orbs though, you can
Yeah.
like I don't know. They move in a way that dust doesn't move.
Yeah.
That's what makes it weird. So it's not
Oh,
just like
okay.
kind
Bro,
of.
what is
falling.
going on in
It's-
orbs?
Yeah,
What?
dude, check it out. It's a thing.
We did an asbestos
Rods and
abatement
orbs.
in the basement of a hospital in Castor, Alberta, that was built in like the late 1800s, I believe. And all the guys, like most of the workers, are from Mexico and Guatemala, and they came running out into the hospital in their hazmat suits, and I'm like blowing a gasket at them, and they were all screaming "Fantasma, Fantasma," which is Spanish
Ghost.
for ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
that was like an old.
It says here,
That's
backscatter,
trippy, dude. Holy fuck.
backscatter in photography. Backscatter is an optical phenomenon
Orbs.
resulting in typical circular artifacts on an image due to camera flash being reflected from unfocused motes of dust, water
Yeah.
droplets, or
Okay,
So it could have been
But you can
backsplatter.
which rhymes with ghost.
you can see it before you take the
Oh.
picture though. That's the fucking weird part. Is like on a digital camera on the screen, you can see it like before
It
the
is.
flash is on before anything. I don't know. I'm
John
not saying it's
wants
ghosts. I'm saying I don't know what the
to
fuck it
believe.
is.
Okay, Mulder.
called Backsplatter.
Bro, that's sick. I gotta look into this.